It's Andrew from Metro 3 Online. We are unboxing the Philips RQ1280cc SensoTouch 3D shaver. Let's start by having a look at the RQ1280 retail box, and as you can see, it is quite vivid in terms of the pack graphics that are featuring on pack. The item description is down the bottom here, 1280cc, and CC obviously referring to the cleaning system here, which I'll take you through in a moment. Like most of the RQ series products that Philips have on the market, multi-language descriptions and product benefits featured on the back and the side. And product origin, you'll see down the bottom there, made in Netherlands. So rest assured product quality is there because these are coming out of Europe, as are most of the RQ range. Let's move that aside and let's take a look at the various components. And what I've done already is just pulled some of these out of the box because there are a number of different items that come with the 1280. You have over here the charge stand. So basically you have the choice of popping a shaver into the charge stand. You have the power out there into the wall. Suction cups underneath, so it rests, I'll just show you those, suction cups there, so it rests firmly on any vanity. You also have the charge pins there, which correspond to the charge pins on the shaver, which gives the shaver its charge. You have the simple cleaning brush there as well. Let's move that aside. You have the Jet Clean solution, which is a bottle that's included, and I'll talk you through that in a moment in terms of how to use that with the cleaning system. Put that aside. You've got here the travel case with the Philips logo, which is a little bit difficult to read, but it's quite subtle. But you can obviously take that with you when you're travelling. Something I forgot to mention on the pack as well, let's pick that up again, is that the charge time is an hour and you'll get a 60-minute run time. If you're not wanting to use the cleaning system or you're out and about travelling, you can run the heads under a faucet, and also it's 100 to 240 volts, so basically it will work in the majority of countries around the world via the use of a travel adapter. What else do we have here? Let's take a look at the shaver itself, which comes internally packed like so, and as you can see, it's a beautiful looking shaver with the silver trims, black rubberized back, and there are the charge pins I was talking about before that correspond back to the holder. So when placed in there, plugged into the wall, you'll get yourself some charge on the shaver. I'll come back to the shaver in a moment. Also contained a protection cap for the shaver, the charge lead for both the cradle and also the clean and renew system, which is here. So basically you have the same point there, and I'm going to switch this on in a moment just to show you how that works. You also get obviously some of the documentation here in terms of manual and warranty and all those sorts of things. I'll pop those over there. Let's take a further look at the shaver. Let's switch it on. As you can see, unlike the 1250, which will just show a 3-level bar in terms of charge time left, on the 1280cc, you actually get minutes left. So it gives you a better indication of how long you've got to go in terms of your shave. There's also a series of icons that sit underneath, which will pop up occasionally if the shaver tells you you need to give it a wash, need to clean it, or you might need to replace the heads. Philips suggests the heads need to be replaced every 2 years. So don't worry about thinking about putting 2 years into your diary, because the shaver will actually let you know when it's time to do that. It also has an inbuilt travel lock, which is really good for when you just need to throw the shaver on its own into a bag, head interstate or head overseas. That's activated by pressing this button down here for about sort of 3 or 4 seconds. Try that again. You'll see the small padlock appear there. and it's basically deactivated the shaver. So if I'm clicking it off and on, I can't get any charge. Let's put it back on again by just pressing it for another 3 or 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, back on. The heads themselves, again, like the other shavers in the RQ series, simply pop out. And we get quite a few questions from customers asking about what does 3D mean exactly. There's a 2D range, a 3D range. 3D means there are 3 different types of movement with this shaver head. You basically have the back and forth. Second movement is this one here, which means you can be getting into sort of hard to get areas on your face. And the shaver heads work also in this way here, so they're independent of one another. So again, really good for getting into those sort of hard to get areas. The shaver head itself is easy to clean, so you can use the attached brush to brush the tops. Also, you can get into the heads just by clicking each of them open, cleaning inside. You'll notice there that there's a circular pin which runs here and has a couple of different arms attaching to another smaller ring. They can simply pop out, which then releases the blades, so you can detach all of that, give it a really good clean, and then put it back in ready to go. You most likely won't need to do that if you're using the Clean and Renew system, but it just depends on how you're using the shaver. Let's pop that back in. Okay, let's take a look at the Clean and Renew system. Just move that in. I'm just getting a bit closer there. So the Clean and Renew system has a section under here which pulls out. Just try and get a bit closer. That's a little container. So you're basically pouring in the provided Jeclene solution into there. That pops back in like so. And just a word of advice, when you are popping the shaver into the unit, make sure you power it on first, because you won't be able to fit it in. So we'll power it up. You can see there that the head there moves up, and then that allows you to pop the shaver in like so. Give it a wash if you need to. The other thing to note is that there is also a series of pins which sit on the inside here. So again, you can just be using this to charge the shaver as opposed to the cradle, which I went through a moment ago. That completes the unboxing for the RQ1280cc. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for your time.